Okay, today we have Mr. Fritz Arrowsmith. Mr. Arrowsmith suffers from macular degeneration since he was diagnosed in 2000, right? And what that does is that it affects your central vision, which makes, of course, seeing very difficult and makes it very difficult to read anything, right?
Right.
How has this affected your life?
Well, lately, in the last few years, it just means that I can't read anything or write.
Okay, well, how does that affect your life? Goodness.
How does that affect what?
How does that affect your life?
Well, quite a bit. Especially when you're my age, you need to be able to read and to write. And you can't go to the grocery store, you can't read the labels, you can't read the signs.
Right. Very upsetting, isn't it? And I would like to add that you are a lifelong newspaper man and that newspapers are what you like to read, right?
Right.
You know, some people, you can get books on tape and you can get books in big letters and some magazines in big letters, but newspapers do not come out on tape and they don't come out in big letters, do they?
No.
Okay. So what have you done? You have with you in your hands a little machine that you bought over the years to try and help you with this. Can you tell us what the machine is and how much help it was or wasn't?
Well, it's a little magnifying glass, electrified magnifying glass.
Uh-huh.
And it photographs the, well, I know it magnifies the reading and lights it up, but not very much. And you have to hold it close to whatever you're reading, or it doesn't do you any good at all. The closer you hold it, the more it enlarges it.
Okay.
But it probably enlarges it maybe 3 times the size of whatever you're reading.
Okay.
But the screen that you're reading on is about 3 by 4, 3 by 5 maybe.
Okay.
So you can't read very much at a time.
You have to keep moving it a lot?
You have to move it a lot to follow the signs. About the only thing it's really good for is reading. You can read labels and instructions, small instructions and
Okay.
on.
Does it help you at the grocery store?
No, not much.
Not really, because that's where the labels are.
Yeah,
But not much.
not much. No.
I've tried that a couple of times myself, and what frustrated me was if you're trying to, we don't realize how much we look at the entire page, even though we're just reading one paragraph or a few words, and to not be able to see everything was very frustrating for me. Is that part of what your problem is?
Yes, I said if you try to read a column or a page of a book, you have to keep moving sideways and you lose track of this line you're on.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you say it was better than nothing?
Well, it's better than nothing because you can read certain little instructions like TV dinners or something where the instructions are
Okay.
a few lines. You can read those and some little things you can read, but as a whole, it's not much help, is it?
You don't use it to read your newspaper, do you?
No, it's not much help reading the newspaper.
Okay. Matter of fact, you had canceled after years of being a newspaper man and years of, 85 years of reading a newspaper every day. You finally canceled your newspaper subscription, didn't you?
Right.
Okay. Well, the good news is we're going to show in the next video how Mr. Arrowsmith was able to call the newspaper and tell them to start sending papers again. Thank you.
Okay,